From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, we bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And on the mound now, Valente Beozo. What do we have on him?
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ji-Hwan Bae, looking for his first big league hit right here. The pitch. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Brian Reynolds here. Swing and a foul out of play. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Two outs, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And out of here. He'll circle the bases, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Base is empty with 2 away. Up next for the Pirates, Joey Bart.
That is fifth, the right fielder, Jack.
So man aboard.
Sawinski.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rudder puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out.
The third baseman, number 13, Key Brian.
First and second, 2 outs. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Bart over at second. Sawinski on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. They limit the damage here.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. And getting to start, Bailey Falter. What do you look for here?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
We go to the bottom of the first, and the batter now, Xavier Edwards. Good plate appearance there, able to take the walk, and that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now here is Otto Lopez. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base.
Runner takes off, and that one is lifted in the air. Cruz settles underneath it, hauls it in for the out.
Batting third.
Take a look at the lineup. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. Next offering upstairs. Runner on the move. In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins.
Eric Wagaman.
Step off, throw to first. Edwards back in on a dive. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. This one in the air. Frazier makes the catch, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Marlins leave 1. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Miami, and here's the first baseman, Jared Triolo. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that's a fair ball.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's Adam Frazier. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Ground ball, could be 2. To second, there's 1. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. And now it's filled up. He goes down looking. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They lead it 1-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. Next pitch is inside, and that's ball 3. Derek Hill in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And he swings over the top there. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
No outs. Runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. Runner on the go. And a count 1-2. Myers on at first, nobody out. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4,
Out.
3, and they turn the double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So up next, Kyle Stowers. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. That one just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Javier Sanoja, the next to hit. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Up and in. The count now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now Ji-Hwan Bae.
The left fielder, number 3.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Looking to get the tying run on base. The other way. That's a hit.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Valente Beozo departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Anthony
Number
Veneziano.
59.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So now the DH spot, Brian Reynolds. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Fair ball. Around third. The relay to the plate, and he's out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. Reynolds leads off second with one gone in the inning. Smash to the left side. Throws to first in time.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
This is Joey Bart. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike two.
Two strikes.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
One ball,
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and there's one away.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's going to be Jonah Bride. Foul ball there. Step off throw to first.
Easy.
Lopez back on a dive. Man at first, one away. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Out.
Just a mechanically sound throw right there. Great footwork, good transfer, quick release, all those things that you need to do. You don't have to have the highest velocity, but if you can throw it on the money, you can throw out some fast runners.
2 outs. And there's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
The first baseman, number 33.
Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins.
Wagaman.
Right. Leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Out to short, Connor Falefa. They take the force out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1 left for Miami, but they still lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Marlins.
back, and now on the mound to start the
Number
4th,
37.
Anthony Bender. This is his
Anthony
first appearance of the season.
Bender.
At the plate for
Leading off for
Pittsburgh, Jack
the right
Sawinski.
fielder, Jack Sawinski.
Lifted in the air, right field. Myers hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The third
Up next for the
baseman,
Pirates,
number 13,
Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Hayes.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Myers sizes this one up, makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jared Triolo.
So digging in, Jared Triolo. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Marlins 2 and the Pirates 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Pittsburgh.
back, and they turn to a new
Number
arm as we
18.
kick off the bottom of the 4th. Tim Meza.
Pretty tight
Mesa.
game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So up next,
Leading up
Dane
for
Myers.
the Marlins, the right fielder, Dane Myers.
He swings and fouls one off. Next pitch
in,
inside.
ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped to short. Now a jump throw. And very nicely done for the out.
The center fielder, number 3, Derek Hill.
Derek Hill, the next up for the Marlins. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Frazier in position. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Stowers.
2 down, bases empty. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Stowers. That one down the line, and it stays fair.
Now
and up
batting,
next for
the
Miami,
catcher,
Nick Fortes.
Fortes.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first. That's the 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Marlins 2 and the Pirates 1.
Now pitching for
Back
the Marlins.
now, and on the mound, the closer,
53.
Calvin Fauché. A
Calvin
chance at his first save of the year. Well, 1-run game, and now Adam Frazier.
It's so important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
Ball that's
Next
outside.
pitch is outside. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a swing and a miss. Now 1 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2. And misses, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the left fielder, Ji-Hwan Bae. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2. Two down, nobody on. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike. Fauché is just 1 strike away. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. 3-2 now. Stays alive. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Now he breaks his bat. Now the throw to first on the
He's in
run.
there.
Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
One out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Ryan Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.